All right, everyone, welcome back to another segment of Come Fly With Us, inside information about insurance, and we're back with Marcus. How's it going, bud?
It's going pretty good.
Yeah, that's good. We've got more questions coming in all the time. This one is kind of a good one, actually. I've had some people ask me, and you probably have too, are the insurance rates going to start going up because of the recent winter storm we went through in February?
In short, yes. We're not a carrier, so to speak. We're just the brokerage, but we've seen a few carriers starting to take a little bit of rate. I think what they've seen is, now they're finishing up with all the claims. They've seen what's been paid out, that sort of thing. Typically, carriers do not anticipate that kind of storm that are early on in the year. Hail's kind of pretty typical. Maybe some tornadic activity, things like that. But a big ice storm like that paid out a lot of losses is not usually foreseen.
Well, you're right. In a storm of that magnitude, I mean, when you look up on the news and see that there's snow on the beach in Galveston, and temperatures were well below freezing for an extended amount of time, and that's a historical storm.
Yeah, and it's one of those things where, like, it just really wasn't the Metroplex. I mean, we had, claims from Amarillo down in McAllen, so it was a broad storm all over the place and a lot of losses. So you're going to see that. And in home insurance is more of a shared rate, so it's not like auto insurance where, like, they really look at your tickets and your accidents that you specifically have. Home insurance does look at that a little bit, but it's also more of a shared rate as far as where you're at, where your area is, zip code, county, things like that too.
Right. And I think too, another thing that's going to probably play into that factor is, and it's not because of a storm, but we all know how expensive materials have become.
Yes.
So that will increase your replacement cost value on your home, which also will drive up the rate a little bit. So the combination of those two things is going to catch up to us eventually in the insurance industry. There's just no way around it. Everything's going up, man.
Yeah.
Everywhere you look, everything's going up.
Especially in material, 2x4s, plywood, all that kind of stuff. You really got to make sure that if, you could own your home for a month or 6 months, and if there was a total loss, fire, tornado, or explosion, you want to make sure that you build that house like kind of quality. That's what the contract is on a replacement cost. So, on a 110, 20 square foot house, now you might look at 130, 140.
Yeah.
So you want to take that into account and make sure that you've got enough coverage on your property.
Right. And this information is good for our loan officers out there we work with too, because all these rate increases, they're going to affect the DTI on some of their clients.
Mm-hmm.
Now, some it won't affect that much, but those that are pretty close to the DTI already, it's going to really affect them. So you really need to get in touch with your trusted insurance professional. We happen to be two trusted insurance professionals right here you can contact. But for real, reach out, because you don't want to get so far along in the process where you're getting ready to close and then you find out, oh my gosh, the insurance rate is much higher than we anticipated.
Yeah.
And there's really nothing we can do to drop that down. They're just going to have to keep shopping around and do the best they can. I mean, it's a hard situation right now, and as we said, everything's going up. So there's the short answer. If you want to know more information about what we're talking about and get more detail about it, you can reach out to us as well. Jim.Insignia@goosehead.com or 469-585-6012. We appreciate you watching our videos, share them with your friends and family. And if we can ever help, reach out. Have a good one. We'll talk to you next week.
Thank you.